Switching to basketball now, and the Golden State Warriors showed the world why they are not to be counted out as they crushed Boston Celtics 107-88 in Game 2 of the NBA Finals played in San Francisco on Sunday night. Steph Curry led the way with a game-high 29 points, while Jayson Tatum was once again the Celtics' leading scorer with 28. Here are the highlights.
Stephen Curry warms up wearing an End Gun Violence t-shirt. Jayson Tatum gets ready for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Robert Williams III finds Jayson Tatum. Tatum finds the bottom of the net for 3. Boston's up 16-9. Derek White gets it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown also hits a 3. Brown had 17 points. Boston up 22-13. Stephen Curry gets the steal. He finds Jordan Poole. Poole gives it back to Curry. Curry knocks down the 3 after the pump fake. Steph Curry with the ball, dancing a little bit, crosses over, pulls up off the glass over a couple of Celtics defenders. Steph Curry gets another steal. This time he keeps it, pulls up for 3 and drains it. Curry, 29 points, scores tied at 40. Jaylen Brown sends it to Jayson Tatum. Tatum lets it fly, and it's good for 3. Tatum, 28.6 for 9 from the arc. Jayson Tatum again with the fadeaway jumper. Halftime score. Golden State's up by 2 in the third. Draymond Green finds Klay Thompson for 3. Stephen Curry dribbles, pulls, nails the 3. Steph Curry again has the ball, uses the screen, keeps it, lets it go. Curry from 3. Golden State's up 79-62. Final seconds of the third, Jordan Poole hits it from half court at the buzzer. Jordan Poole, a little in and out, through his legs, launches, and it's good at the buzzer. Everybody loves it in San Francisco, except him. Golden State wins Game 2. The series goes to Boston for Game 3. Final score, Celtics 88, Warriors 107.
In Game 1 last Thursday night, the Celtics blew the Warriors away with 40 points in the final quarter, while the Dubs got a bit of payback, outscoring Boston 35-14 in the third quarter. Let's hear Steph's thoughts about his team's performance.
We came up with the right defensive energy and approach. Obviously, they have a lot of scoring. You have to make it tough on them all night. Jayson and Jaylen got off to a decent start, but we made them take tough shots. And then offensively, we were a little bit more organized in what we were trying to do from the jump. So we said we needed to play with desperation. That's what we did. Good feeling to get back on track, and now we got to take it on the road. Well, our third was basically the same as Game 1. We just got off to a better start defensively, where we left an imprint on the game, and they felt us a little bit more than they did. So the other guys didn't get off as much. It's a tough task. You know, like I said, those 2 guys create a lot for them. But if you can contain the other guys and just try to make it difficult, that carries over through the rest of the game. And our third quarter was great, and we got enough separation that the fourth quarter is a little bit easier tonight.
Now let's hear from Celtics guard Derek White on that third quarter blowout.
They did all the stuff that we talked about, stuff that we knew they were going to do going in, and we just got to be ready to go from that second half on. I mean, I don't know, it's easy to talk about it, but we got to go there and take it up, each man to themselves, and go and do it.
Our NBA analyst, Alister Albert, joins us now. Welcome, Alister.
Hi there, good evening, Mariah and Lance. Nice to be on again.
Happy to have you. Let's start by talking about that blowout, that bounce back from the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors managed to go back, have a look at the tapes, and kind of understand where they needed to be and try to boost their confidence a little bit. And like the last time when we spoke in the last segments, a couple of days ago, we had a conversation where Draymond Green was saying that, we'll be fine, we don't need to panic and everything, and people were wondering if he was being a little bit cocky and everything, but he and the team actually showed exactly what he meant there in that situation. Come out, have a understanding of what went wrong the last game and come out and execute the next game. Basically, they did that from opening tip. The game started off with a very defensive mindset. The defensive intensity was very palpable. Draymond Green himself, caused a jump ball within 13 seconds of the game, tying up Al Horford, and getting, a jump ball called. So, defensively, they just got a lot quicker into them, made them a little bit uncomfortable, made them feel them a little more, like Steph Curry said, body-wise, being onto them a little more, and kind of created just a little more disturbance in their shooting rhythm and everything. The 2-point conversions were very difficult for the Celtics. They couldn't get unstuck in the zone whatsoever. They fared a little better from the 3-point line, but overall the turnovers again kind of cost them, and that's what the game ended up becoming.
Right, and I have to agree that the turnovers is what costed the Boston Celtics that entire match. The third quarter performance from Steph Curry, how breathtaking was that? Of course, Steph was the reason. He was the difference maker, you have to say, between what happened to them in the first half of the match versus walking away with that win.
Yeah, for sure. And Steph, stepped up, and there was a lot of ball movement as well. I think it was really important for these guys, and being able to move the ball around, creates a lot of defensive instability. And what you saw happening with Steph and the rest of the team, they were able to get a lot of their skip passes off, handoff, dribble screens from the top of the key, and they were able to just get a little more separation to be able to get shots that Steph normally makes. Steph and Jordan Poole and everyone else. So Steph, was, as usual, the engine of that team. And Jordan Poole as well, he played a good game, hitting 5 of 9 3-pointers. That, half-court shot he hit, was an energy boost to the team. They were able to execute, and that's why they were able to win.
Yeah, speaking about energy boost, Draymond Green, very, very physical as we expect. I just have a question, and I've been saying this from the first game. Do you get the sense that Draymond Green might be ejected before the series is over? And this is a serious question.
Yeah, no, it's actually something I watched in that last game. As the game was just going through, I kind of said to myself, Draymond, chill out. He kind of was egging the referees on a little bit and trying to impose his physicality on the game, which was good because that's what kind of set the tone for them. But he was kind of going on a little bit too much. There was one point, he tried to bait Jayson Tatum into a foul, which he actually got. And then there was another altercation with Jaylen Brown as well, where he already had a tech and he could have been ejected at that point. So one of the things that I think I mentioned early on when we were predicting the series, I said Draymond Green and his overall control, not just him passing and playmaking and everything, but his emotions and being able to control himself will be very instrumental for this team. And one time it actually works out very well for them because it kind of helps that defensive intensity and tone. And then other times if he goes overboard, he can kind of disrupt the team. And he was on the border of that last night, but it actually ended up working out better for them.
Alister, both teams shot 40% from three-point range on Sunday night. Given what happened in Game 1, is this a statistic that means something to you?
It does, yeah, because the three-point efficiency is really important from the series, and especially from the Celtics side of things. This is a team who are not really known for their three-point shooting, but this postseason, they've just been on fire. They've been able to hit team records with 22, 21, 23-point shots a game and everything. And Al Horford having big nights, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, guys coming off the bench and hitting shots. And, they're able to maintain that even in this series where they're shooting very identical figures to the Golden State Warriors. But I think the three-point efficiency is really important, how they are able to run other people, the teams are able to run each other off the line and kind of prevent that efficiency from actually continuing to go up. The teams who have the better three-point shooting do tend to have the advantage. And so far, last night in Game 3, they were really identical. But again, it's the turnovers who kind of costed the Celtics the win, and they paid for it severely. Yeah,
that's what I wanted to get from you, Alister, because if the Celtics were able to match the Golden State Warriors from three-point land on Sunday night, and why was it that they had lost so badly? But you pointed to the turnovers. So the Celtics had won game 1 by 12, and the Warriors winning game 2 by 19. It's something we have discussed here on the show many times, Alister, that game for game, it's a different night, and you can expect different things. What do you think will happen in game 3? Which moves to Boston? Is that likely to impact on this series in the sense of the Celtics having the advantage on home court?
I think for them, they need to be really careful, because I think what will end up happening to them going back home, they might probably press a little bit because they'll feel a little pressure to maintain some sort of momentum going into home, and they might probably get into situations where they're not playing their best basketball. I think the Warriors will be really happy to play the villain and really come out and try to silence the crowd and kind of hit threes and be very physical again with the Celtics. So look for the Celtics to be aggressive, but probably maybe a little bit too much, costing them again on the turnovers and everything, and the Warriors possibly prevailing in that game. I'm just a little concerned for them, because I think they'll feel a little bit of pressure, thinking that they could kind of get up on the series, and they'll probably become a little undisciplined again.
Well, Alister, I want to thank you so much for your time and insight. We'll talk again after game 3.
No problem. See you guys later.
Take care. Lance, you asked him that question about the game 3 moving to home, and based on statistics, and numbers never lie, as we always say on the show, Boston actually has the worst record at home. They do better on the road. So, if we are to go by the numbers, then, not too much positivity. But again, basketball is played on the night, just like any other sport. So I look forward to see how the Boston Celtics rectify the errors that they would have made on Sunday and come back all guns blazing. Yeah, well, all three of us had projected before the series started that the Golden State Warriors were favourites and likely to win. Yeah? I wanted the Celtics to win. Yeah, but I was just being an analyst. Yeah, and our analyst Alister did suggest that he expects the Golden State Warriors to win in 5, maybe 6. So a lot of interest still remaining in the series. Well, it's break time now. We look forward to game 3. We'll be back.
Thank you for watching SportsMax on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to click the notification bell to stay informed.